Hi, Algebra. One of the first concepts we're going to cover this year is exponent laws. Before we got too deep into new material, though, I wanted to make sure that you guys understood how to convert between the rational expression and the radical form of a value. If you don't remember exactly what those words means, that's okay. I have 3 examples converting rational expressions to radical forms of the equation, and 3 examples going the opposite direction that will hopefully help you review and remember what you've done previously, or if you've never seen this concept, figure out those patterns. The first part of this assignment asks you to rewrite values in the radical form. Let's work through 3 practice problems and find the pattern that you can use to solve these problems. The first one is 16 to the 1/2 power. We can rewrite that in the radical form as the square root of 16. And you probably know that the square root of 16 is equal to 4. Our second problem asks us to rewrite 27 to the 2/3 power in radical form. So we're going to put our radical sign, our base, which is the big number, goes under the radical sign. The bottom number of our exponent moves to the outside of the root sign, and the top number is the power that the root is raised to. So this one ends up being the cubed root of 27 squared. The cubed root of 27, what value times itself again, equals 27. That's 3. So I know that this equals 3 squared, which also equals 9. Let's follow the same pattern for this last one. X to the 1/4. So we're going to rewrite that with a radical sign. Our base, which in this case is x, goes to the inside of the radical. The bottom number of the exponent comes outside the root sign, and the root is raised to the power of that top number. So this is going to be to the first power, but anything to the first power is the same value. So you don't have to write that. You can write the 4th root of x. The second half of the assignment has you going in reverse. It has you going from the radical form of a value to the rational expression. So I've got 3 more practice problems that we're going to work through, and we'll talk about the pattern that you can use to solve these. So it is not asking for the value, it is asking us to write them as a rational expression. So this first one, remember the square root? Well, there's an implied 2 here. So when we rewrite it, it's going to be 100 to the 1/2 power. Remember, if you don't have an exponent there, you can use 1 because anything to the first power is the same value as it was to begin with. The second one, we have the cubed root of 16 squared. So we can rewrite that using the same pattern. Our base is unchanged. The number in front of the radical becomes the denominator of our exponent fraction, and the power that the root is multiplied by becomes the top of our fraction. So this will become 16 2/3. Let's go through this last one that has an x as a unknown value. So same pattern. Our base stays unchanged, so x stays where it is. The number in front of the root sign becomes the denominator of our exponent fraction, so 4, and the power that the root is being raised to is the top. This is -1. So our rational expression is going to be x to the -1/4 power. There are practice problems for this material assigned to you in teams. If you have any questions, I encourage you to watch some of the videos with more detailed explanations that I've linked in the description. Ask your question on the team's message board and see if one of your classmates can help, or send me an email and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck, algebra. Let me know if you need help.